The green flag goes up when the sun goes down on a little dirt track on the edge of town. Established in 1952, Aztec Speedway is the oldest continually operated dirt stock car track in New Mexico. The 70th opening weekend of live dirt track racing featured a variety of cars, including modifieds, northern sports mods, stock cars, and non-winged sprints. You're watching the Local News Network, brought to you by Three Rivers Brewery and Distill Beer Wine Spirits. I'm Wendy Graham Settle. Dirt track racing started in Australia about 100 years ago. Cars race on clay or dirt-surfaced oval tracks that are less than a mile long. This variety of car racing is not as simple as turning left. The nature of racing on dirt is unpredictable at best, and nobody ever loses on a dirt track. You only run out of gas, laps, or time. There's a thin line between fast and broken on the way to the finish line. The best part is to be there first.
I really enjoy winning. Unfortunately, you don't win as many times as you would like, or I should say you lose more than you win. But when you do win, it's quite a thrill.
What do you win?
Typically, we run for $1,000. There's some races that you can run for $2,500 to $5,000 around in this area, but typically it's right around $1,000, and I guess bragging rights. So you don't win too much money, but it all helps.
Dirt car racing is usually a night event in order to minimize the amount of dust the drivers encounter. However, Mother Nature doesn't always cooperate. During the season opener, the strong desert wind dried the water-packed track.
They claim it to be like driving on ice when it gets to dry slick. So it's controlled chaos is what it ends up being, and they can just operate that car to just slide anywhere they need it to.
For most, racing on dirt is a family tradition, including Aztec Speedway photographer Renee Toller.
My granddad raced, my dad raced. It's been a whole family thing. I raced for many years. Let's go ahead and get out of here.
Manager of Aztec Speedway, Mike Tensky, hopes to get more kids involved in the sport. Boys and girls begin with go-karts as young as 7 or 8 years old.
And that kind of racing is really reasonable. You can get into a car for like $500 to $1,000 and you can race all year long. It's really cheap, and it gives the parents the ability to work with their kids, know where their kids are, and it gives them driving ability for one thing. It makes them way better drivers than most kids that don't, and gives them an avenue to have some fun if they're not really good on team sports like my boys were.
Aztec Speedway's next live event for all local classes will take place on May 20th and 21st. Go-karts will race on May 7th. For exact race times and prices, go to facebook.com/Aztec Speedway. Thanks for watching this edition of the Local News Network. I'm Wendy Graham Settle.